Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy. You're Darcy?
You
I guess I'm
like,
Amanda?
You are not on planet Earth.
God, what is happening? I haven't done anything. I'm just, living my best life. I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitches.
I'm dying.
You are setting the tone for how this is going to go
I
tonight.
know. That is so funny. You guys, I'm hands-free. I have
Hands-free,
no baby with
hurricane-free.
me. Amen. Praise Jeez. But seriously, though, it was really devastating for like a lot of people. So
yeah, I hope I'm glad everyone is safe that I know, but I'm praying for everyone who isn't safe or has a lot of damage to their houses. It's very sad.
Yeah, it is sad. When I see people post those stupid memes, like, we will rebuild, and it's like one little chair blown over, it makes me really mad. Like, irate.
Okay.
No, and I saw some pictures today. I think it was in Clearwater, maybe, but like all of the sand in people's home, and that's just something I never even thought about with the storm surge is sand.
All the way up to the roof. I'm like, you can't get rid of that sand. Like, even if you get rid of it, there's always going to be sand everywhere.
Yeah. It's nature's glitter.
Yeah.
It's like, you can never get it out of your crotch after a day at the beach. Try getting it out of your house.
That would drive me crazy.
Anyways, we're praying for all of you. And let's talk about something light and funny because it's been too serious around here. But yes, I am hands-free, guys. I have a babysitter. It's called my husband.
That's just him watching his child.
I know, I'm teasing. We're going to see how long he lasts. Something tells me you're going to watch him like behind me in about
he's going to bring in the
25
baby.
minutes. Like,
to do the handoff.
I don't know what to do. He pooped. He can hear me. I have to be quiet. He's right outside the door. Anyways, you guys were like in Bravo Overdrive.
It's a lot.
I'm freaking mad at it. I can't lie. I'm like loving every night. I'm like, what's on tonight? What's on tonight? Like, I love it. My kids go to bed at 8. I finish lunches. I take my shower. Then I hop into bed.
Wow, that's
I
amazing.
love that for you.
Yeah, I love that for you too. I am just a next day watcher. I like to watch like my 90 Day Fiance, like rewatch. That's what I watch at night. Anyways, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into the tea of the week. OC, they filmed the reunion. It was on the weekend, right? Like Saturday or Sunday, maybe?
Yeah, it was like a weird day.
Yeah, they did a weekend reunion filming.
Maybe that's why Andy could just get to LA or something.
Yeah.
Unless they were in New York, but they had to be in LA, right?
No, I think they were in New York because Andy was in New York for something else. Maybe not.
Did you see that Gina's like glam squad leaked
footage? It was Emily.
Or not Gina, Emily.
Yeah.
No.
Her like glam team like recorded them during the filming, like took pictures of them, like and put it up on their Instagram. So
I feel like that's gonna get somebody in trouble because I feel like they have to sign NDAs in order to be.
As it should. Like you're leaking the outfits before Bravo does.
Ooh,
and you're showing people like kind of bickering with each other.
Emily's gonna be in deep shit for that one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not good because Bravo Daily Dish like owns that, or like they sell it to I forget who else gets it, but like they get to announce that and the looks and everything like that first.
Yeah.
It's usually like a month later after they film.
The seating chart was wild though. I can't believe Gina and Emily are on the opposite sides.
Mm-hmm. I know. Let me pull it up because it was a little weird. It did like I can understand why some people are on the same sides, but this was strange. So we have
Emily was sitting next to Heather.
Yeah.
Right,
go ahead. To the left of Wendy.
Wendy.
To the left of Andy. That was so weird. We have Shannon, and then Gina next to Shannon, and Jen next to Gina, which they had a massive fight.
Mm-hmm.
And then Katie next to Jen, which makes sense because they're friends. Then to the right of Andy, we have Tamara, which like I just don't even know what she did this season to deserve first chair. I'll just be honest.
She's
like a lunatic.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she just has the most to answer to. And then we have Emily next to Tamara, which like, okay, they're friends. Heather next to Emily. It just feels like maybe Heather and Gina should have swapped. Like Heather next to But like, I guess maybe Gina had more to answer to than Heather. Like Heather's further
I'm
down the
excited
couch.
to see what happens the rest of the season to figure out why the seating chart is the way that it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Alexis is on the end for the time that she's there. She is there for like a lot of it, I guess, like a good chunk. And Andy said that she is unhinged.
I mean, that tracks. That's just who she is. So if she was hinged, that would be news.
Yes, it would. Anyways, what else did I see recently? Oh, Mary Cosby's son checked into rehab after a positive drug test. But I didn't really read the article. What is he like on probation? Like where is he taking a drug test?
That was going to be my question, is what prompted
I
said
wanted
drug
to
test?
say maybe he
What
was
did
on
he test
probation.
positive for is my question.
Yeah, I didn't read it. I should have read it further. But he's checked into rehab.
That's good.
You know what? Prayers up.
Good for him. Mary has a lot going on. Mary M. Cosby. Prayers up.
I can't, Amanda. I'm sorry, Darcy.
Calling Darcy today.
Did you guys see that Pavitt was like clapping back at Sai and he took
I loved it.
He took a little toy Dory and he took her around to his favorite fish dishes to do food critique.
It was cute. It was like fun and lighthearted, like a good clap back.
It was funny. I enjoyed it. Bravo is developing a new show about the Kansas City Chief Wags. Did you guys hear about this?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they said Taylor will not be on it.
Shocking.
I don't think Brittany will be on it either.
No, but I'm sure that's who they were gunning for.
Yeah, but
Brittany.
No.
For what reason? She's got so much money, she doesn't need that.
Yeah, no, it's gonna be like low budget people.
Mm-hmm.
Second string, third string, low budget. Yeah. But cool. I love a WAG show. I used to watch WAGs. Did you watch that?
I've never watched it.
It was on E. Yeah, it was on E, and it was like none of them actually dated any professional athletes in the end. So two of them are, you'll see them a lot on the Kardashians. They are Natalie and Olivia. They're like cousins from Canada, and they're Kim Kardashian's like BFFs now, but they were WAGs.
Okay.
They were on WAGs.
I never knew where they came from, so you learn something new every day.
Oh yeah, they were on WAGs. Natalie maybe was like she actually dated professional athletes. She was like the only one, and then I think she maybe actually had a baby with one, and then Olivia was always just like a weird loser, and she like never could date anybody, and she was always like. She was always, you know how like Chloe's like the fat sister. She was always like the fat cousin, like not really fat, but just like she wasn't Natalie, and she just like always was just trying to date athletes, but nobody wanted to date her because she was so weird. And a few other people wanted it. It was good. I liked it.
Has Bravo ever done like a WAG show?
No, but they do have a lot of WAGs that are on like various housewives. Like the new friend of Potomac is married to a football player or dating a football player. So I like it. I'm into it. Why Kansas City? I don't know, but I guess
I'm so sick of the Chiefs.
Like,
I am.
I'm just
probably because fuck the Chiefs. They're the new Patriots, and I'm over it.
Brothers, I think their podcast is annoying. I hate when they pop up on my TikTok. I actually might have blocked them. I think that I blocked them.
Oh, I do enjoy their podcast, especially during football season.
Ew. I'm not sad that it's like not the Patriots anymore though. So I'm glad to be annoyed by someone else.
Yeah. Yeah, well, fair enough.
Glad to be annoyed by someone else.
Are you guys rooting for the Yankees and the Mets? It's so much more fun to be a Mets fan. But obviously,
I'm rooting for the Mets.
They're having so much more fun than I'll be honest with you. They're having so much more fun than us.
It's a great day to be a Mets fan. That's for sure.
Who's having more fun?
The Mets fans.
Oh, okay.
That's like you watch the Yankees. It's just like it's like going to work. When you watch the Mets, it's like fun.
It's exciting.
I like the way you explain baseball.
Yeah, we're big Mets fans, but you guys aren't. You guys are a house divide. Right?
Yeah, everyone's a Mets fan except for me. Well, me and Bentley are Yankees fans. Brian and Louie are Mets fans. So.
Where's Summer gonna fall?
Wherever I tell her to. I don't know. I guess we'll see. We really
start throwing her in some swag now.
Yeah, that's true. They won't let me until they get older, and then they have to wear like Jets and Mets stuff until they get older, and then they decide.
I let my son be a Jets fan for my husband.
That's cute.
Losers. Bunch of losers.
See, we can talk
Anyway.
Bravo and we can talk sports. We do it all.
This is
We're
a relatable podcast.
Well-rounded group of individuals.
Amen. Did you guys see that Craig's brother got married? Paige and Craig. They looked so
They looked
cute.
great.
They did. She's just beautiful. It's like annoying how beautiful she is. Actually.
And she's very like naturally pretty. Like it's not.
Yeah. She hasn't had like any work done, right? Like she just looks like, she said she's not even ever had lip filler.
No, I don't think she has.
No, she said her mom has juicy lips. That's why she does.
Juicy lips.
That's what she said.
I am dying that the toy of choice right now is Summer gets a toothbrush with a little toothpaste on
She's literally addicted to toothpaste. I put like the tiniest drop on, and here you go.
Funny.
You know what? You get something new, you want to take care of it. So she's got them little teethers coming in.
Good for her. Jennifer Tilly, I think maybe it was on Watch What Happens Live. I didn't watch that episode because no one interesting was on it. But she said that everyone's stirring the pot on Beverly Hills, including herself. We got that weird little like tease that it's coming soon recently. So I feel like we're going to get a trailer soon, maybe this week.
I hope so.
Yeah, me too.
I hope so too. I'm looking forward to that.
Did you guys read that Brittany had a fling with basketball player Julian Sensley, who's apparently Jax's friend? But like, how close of friends could they be?
Good for her.
I heard that that's what sent him into a downward spiral, which is why he had to go to the mental health facility.
Well, do you remember his tweets being like, why don't you ask Brittany who she's been fucking for the past 4 months?
Yeah, but then he posted a picture of him in his bed. So like,
but was it?
It was at the house.
I don't know.
Yeah, who knows? He was on House of Villains.
Messy.
Did you watch House of Villains?
Not yet.
I watched 15 minutes left. Then I got distracted by work. So.
Oh, did you see that Jax was on it then? He was in like the
No, I didn't see.
Oh, so sorry I'm ruining it for you. But basically it's not really that exciting. Whoever won, they go to like they get like a little winners like day out.
Mm-hmm.
They went to Jax's and they like kind of poked his brain about
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah. And he was like, he just seemed his normal Jaxy self.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's good. Teresa's funny. They were like, said something about like prison and like wearing orange jumpsuits. And she goes, I wore a 2-piece actually.
I
didn't wear orange. I wore a 2-piece.
When New York was like, I've always respected you and your hairline. I'm
so funny. But then Teresa makes like the blink eyes like, okay. Like she had no idea what you're talking about.
Lights on, nobody's home.
She's funny though. She is good on those kinds of shows. I actually really like her on them. And people do love her. She turns into like the mom right away. And people love her.
She was great on Girls Trip.
Yeah, she was. I didn't watch Celebrity Apprentice, but people loved her on that too. I do too.
Why are you so close? Oh my God. Darcy, please calm down.
Calm it down, Darce.
You're out of control.
I watched Dancing with the Stars for you guys this week, and it was 2 friggin' 2-hour episodes, just so you know.
Oh my God.
Not for you. I really love it.
This is what they do to me. That makes me annoyed. I can't do it.
So it wasn't on last week.
And everything. Do you watch NPR?
No, I watched it on Disney Plus. No commercials.
Okay.
But it wasn't on last week because of, what was it?
Vice presidential debate.
Yeah, so it wasn't on, so that's why it was on twice this week. Guys, Reginald Bell Johnson went home. Carl Winslow. Carl Winslow, he's so cute. He's like old now, and he's so sweet. He went home, and Eric Roberts went home too this week. Really sorry if I'm ruining this for everybody, but what are you gonna do? But Phaedra's still there. She's just middle of the pack. She's not great. She's not terrible.
Who was in the ballroom? I heard like a lot of people were there in the ballroom
for her.
Yeah.
The first night, it was nobody that I recognized. It just had her friends and family, whatever. And then the second night, maybe one of her sons was there. It was like behind someone, so I couldn't really tell if it was the older one. But then on night 2, Karen Huger was there, Cynthia Bailey, and Portia. They were all sitting together.
That is a group.
Where does Karen Huger fit into the group? I didn't even know they were friends.
Maybe she's the designated driver.
Doesn't seem likely. And we can get into Potomac in a
She's
second.
got all those Uber gift cards.
Good Lord. Good Lord. Doesn't seem likely, driving Miss Karen.
Oh my God.
But yeah, so I think that like there's definitely part of the show that's like very much like a setup. Like they know that Phaedra is like reality TV. They call her reality TV royalty. That's like her title on the show because she's on so many shows that like they can't be like housewife Phaedra Parks. They have to like say all the things she is. So, but I think they know she's hot shit right now because she's been on so many shows. So they gas her up. And meanwhile, like other people that like are not that bad of dancers, they like are tearing apart their every move.
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a family show. They do it.
Yeah.
And then there's like the Brooks Nader, like the model cover girl, and Gleb, who is notoriously always hooks up with people on this show. I think it was Gleb. I want to say Gleb was Erica's partner too, and maybe Lisa Vanderpump's partner too. But he always hooks up with like his partners on the show, and they are hooking up there. Page 6 is all over it. Page 6 has posted them hooking up all of these places.
Oh my God.
Family friendly show, people. Family friendly show. Anyways, I know there's a lot of other TV on. I didn't watch The Golden Bachelor. I'd tell you who got kicked off that too this week.
I am in awe of the TV that you watch and how you retain all of it.
Yeah, you know, my son hasn't been sleeping well, so I watch a lot of TV.
It's a good way to pass the time.
Yeah, love that sleep regression. Anywho.
Did you see that Jax came out and said him and Tom Sandoval are best friends again?
No. No.
I didn't see that.
Since like him and Brittany have been done, like he's gotten really close again to Sandoval and they're besties.
That's
like,
weird.
This is great. Jax is gonna Jax.
That's gonna be an interesting like downfall of both of them. They're 40-year-old men probably acting like they're 20.
Nothing's changed.
That's weird. Very weird. Be weird. Any other newsy stuff that you guys saw?
Kyle got some Us Weekly
reality
star of the year.
That's going on, but she also has a People article out right now called "I'm Starting Over."
I'm over her, so let's start there.
And you stole my goddamn house.
Did we talk about Kim going into like a mental institution last week? Okay.
Yeah. Bad. Naughty, Kimmy. I haven't heard anything about the Zolciak Biermans. Have you?
Not in a while. Amanda, what's the word?
Not in a while. I watched some of Ariana's TikToks. That's about it.
I wonder when their show's coming out. Yeah. I always call it Made in Manhattan, but that's not what it's called.
Making it? Isn't it Making It?
Yeah.
Making It.
Yeah, not to be confused with the J-Lo movie, Made in Manhattan.
Good movie.
Very good movie.
I miss the rom-coms.
I love that era of J-Lo.
I hate movies.
I liked her.
You hate America too? What the fuck?
Seriously. Next she's like, I hate movies. And I don't like hot dogs either.
Ooh, I love a hot dog with some mustard and sauerkraut.
Never met a hot dog I didn't like. I'll just
same.
Loves me a hot dog. Oh, I lie. Bronwyn is a hot dog I didn't like.
There it is.
We'll get to that though. All right, let's talk OC from last week because it is on tonight, so we need to catch up to speed. So we ended the week before that with Eddie and the Snuggie, and then we come back to Eddie and the Snuggie, and then he like doubles down on not being there for Tamara by hugging Jenna and Ryan goodbye.
Like a good hug too. It wasn't even just polite.
What's her name had to come back in and be like, Eddie, Tamara's ready to go. She's like, you gotta go. Tamara's like sitting in the car waiting for you.
He's a battered wife.
When she dropped her phone during the huff off, I was cackling.
Oh, I know. Her whole purse. She tripped down the little step.
She's like, are you effing kidding me?
Couldn't happen to someone nicer.
Yeah. So they leave, and then Emily does her Emily thing, and she's like pumping Ryan for information about the FBI. Now, let's be honest. Obviously, we know that is true now, but like, is he going to just share that with you at the fucking table if he's being investigated by the FBI? Yeah.
So I listened to the Bravo docket, and it sounds like
did they do an episode on it?
They did 2 episodes on it.
Okay,
it just came out like within the past couple of weeks. I recommend listening to it.
Okay.
But it seems like what happened is that he snitched on his friend, and gave up like all the information. So it doesn't look like he's going to get in trouble, but maybe there might be more charges to follow. So that's what it seems like. From what I understand, it's kind of confusing, honestly.
So he ratted for immunity?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So he's a rat.
Well,
he wouldn't do well in Jersey.
Tough not. But I still like him.
I do too. You know what? I like Ryan. I fuck with Ryan. Just bring back more denim. Give me more denim jackets. That's all I ask for.
Camouflage.
Don't come to Jersey if you're listening, Ryan. It's not the place for you.
Part of the Greek mafia now?
Do you guys have any feta cheese? Do you guys do feta cheese?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I love feta cheese.
I want to like her. I liked her last season. This season, she's making it hard for me. I'll be honest with you. I'm back to you're a lot.
Do you think it's because we'll get there when we talk about Salt
We
Lake?
can get there. Yeah, we can get there. She's just like it's like too many gimmicks for me. I'm not a big gimmicks person. Like just come as you are, Lisa Barlow style. Like that's what I'm into. Come as you are and be who you are. Even if you're an asshole, I'm fine with that. Mm-hmm. We can get there. So Shannon had a tea party for her 60th birthday. Well, after they went to the patio furniture store, which I'm like, come on, do we like have to do these scenes in these weird places like the patio furniture store? Really?
Not necessary.
Unnecessary. But she invites the ladies to London, and then we have to go through everyone's confessional where they try to do British accents, and Gina's fucking trailer trash Long Island London accent is too much for me. I cannot. I like Harry Potter. I'm like, stop.
Immediately no. Immediately no.
So then we get the infamous text, guys. The text heard around the world.
Fucking good for her.
Okay, well, I should say, before we get to the text, Alexis sends a fucking life-size bouquet of flowers.
My size bouquet.
With like an actual olive branch on them. It's like crazy. It's crazy.
The best part is like Tamara read the text message after she got the flowers, and everyone's like, "Don't send it, don't send it." Emily's like, "I think you should send it."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Yes, Emily. Yes, Emily."
It wasn't bad.
She's
just clarifying.
I think it was perfect and direct. Like, I don't think you need to be nice to your boyfriend. Like, let's be real. Like, they're not fourth wall breaking, but like the real issue is not, oh, she's dating John Jansen. It's, oh, she's dating John Jansen and she's coming onto my show to rub it in my face.
And suing me.
I think it's she's dating John Jansen, she's coming on the show, and she's fucking suing me for $75,000. Like,
well, definitely no, it's that. Yeah, forget. There aren't enough olive branches in the world. There are not enough olive branches.
No.
Hell to the no. Before we got there, though, Tamara comes in and like does her little classic fake apology to Jen. So, no, and Jen didn't take it, and I was like, "Good for you, Jen. Good for you." Jen was like,
"We had too many martinis," and she gets like that.
And everyone's saying like, "Oh, she really doesn't drink." Like, why is everyone saying this? Like, no, she's a sloppy mess. She clearly drinks.
Yeah. Your husband doesn't tell the bartender to, not that he was a bartender, but he does.
Katie's husband.
He doesn't say, "Stop making my wife drinks if you don't have a drinking," or get crazy when you're drinking, right?
Yeah. Because I just remember last season on the boat when she was just screaming, "You're a liar, you're a liar, you're a liar." Like, that's not normal behavior.
You're a liar, you're a fucking liar. Yeah, she's nuts. And also we got HD. I was just referred to her as HD. Heather Dubrow and Emily like go and talk it over. Yeah, you want to know something though? They did make a valid point, and I do love Fancy Pants, but like she will not talk about something in the moment. She needs to go rehearse her lines. She's like, line please, line please. I do understand, and I am sorry that I hurt you. Emily.
Now smile warmly.
Oh God. So Shannon sends the text, and apparently she'd never checked her phone, so she didn't see it.
That was upstairs with John.
Right. So she has Katie and Jen over, which like we don't know when. Is this that day? Is this days later? We have no idea. I'll assume it's that day. I feel like they do all their filming in like clumps, so everything is like one day and then they don't see each other for a while, kind of thing.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, agreed. So she has them over, and Johnny J is upstairs while this is going on. Guy who hates the limelight, anyways, like fucking listening with a cup to the door. And they're like, we're going to London. And she's like, yay, yeah, you're not coming. And she's like, huh? Go check your phone. Like, you cannot tell me she didn't read that already. I don't fucking believe it.
No.
Yeah, because that whole, like, contrived, dramatic, like, why? And why can't we all just be together for the good of the group? You are not the group, bitch. You're a friend of.
And there's
No,
nothing
you're
good about her.
I cannot. So, and then she kicks them out.
Jen's
There's
line.
the door.
Jen's line about, I've never been kicked out of anywhere. Well, I guess I've been evicted.
Yeah.
Loved it. Jen is a solid housewife.
She's grown on me a lot. Because honestly, the only thing I really liked about her last season was Ryan, but I think we were all so concerned. I don't know what the word is. We were all looking at Ryan. It was like, look over here, look over here, look over here. So we didn't really notice Jen, but now she's like kind of coming into her own.
She's very authentic, and I appreciate that in a housewife.
I do too. Anything else on OC?
Nope.
They hit London tonight, so we'll see it. Probably a few episodes of London, and then maybe like a finale party, and we are a wrap ski on OC season 17. 18? 17? 18? I don't know. One of my friend texted me and he was like, where can I start OC that's like not from the beginning because I don't have time to watch 100 seasons? And I'm like, the beginning? I'm like, maybe you could skip to like when... No, the beginning. I was like, honestly, I'm like, really, like the best seasons are like 6, 7, 8, like the Bunko parties and all that. Here Lies Shannon Bedore. Like, I said, maybe you can skip to when Shannon joins, but I think that's like, or Tamara, but that's like season 4. It's like, you might as well just go to the beginning. I'm like, you can skip Skytop season 1. Like, no one's left from that really. But after that, you kind of just got to watch it all. I said, there's some in the middle you can skip. You can skip the COVID season. Like, nobody cares about the COVID season. You can skip the seasons with like Lynn Curtin, but that's kind of
fun.
I
loved Lynn.
Curtin.
Loved her. Not like loved her. Loved to watch this woman zooted out of her mind. Wildly entertaining.
I liked her husband and her fucked up kids. I liked them too.
That are still struggling. Yeah.
Did you ever watch what was that show? The girl was in the bling ring.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Alexis Nyers. Yeah. And it was like an 8-episode show. I forget what it was called. It was on E.
Like I know what you mean. Those girls were fucked up.
They were super fucked up. And the mom was like Kris Jenner on crack. Like she didn't care what her kids were doing as long as they were going to be famous. Remember, she's like, she called the reporter and she's like, you said that I showed up in 6-inch stilettos and I was wearing little kitten heels to court.
That trends on TikTok all the time.
Really? That's funny.
Yeah.
I like just watched it the other day, like had to rewatch. Oh, because she was on something or I saw her somewhere. She just had a baby recently or something like that, Alexis Nyers. So I was like, I got to go back and watch this little 8-episode ditty. So funny. We are so on another podcast right now. This is what happens when I'm hands-free.
We're on another planet right now.
I know. Where Amanda's Darcy and Darcy is, I don't know then. Let's talk about Potomac. So Potomac is back, It's back.
You know, some people didn't like it, but I got to tell you, I enjoyed all of it. I was laughing the whole time. I
didn't dislike it. I just think there wasn't enough time. Like, I need time in between. Like, there's nothing is different. We're starting right where we left off with the same exact issues other than Karen's DUI. Like, the same stuff is happening. So I just needed a little more time.
I needed time to miss it because
the
sour taste in my mouth from last season is still very much there.
It's like it just went off the air. Like, when was it? It was not that long ago. It's like they just picked up filming immediately. Like, we haven't seen Atlanta in like 3 years.
We might not.
No, we are. It's going to be better now.
Probably cheaper to film than, say, Atlanta, right?
I agree. Yeah. Because they were wearing Tory Burch season 1, so how much could they be making?
Robin was living in a fucking townhouse season 1. She moved up to a townhouse.
Hey, Sonia lived in a townhouse. So
Ramona lived in an apartment. So there you go.
We started off with Karen's DUI reenactment, which, like, trigger warning, like, that was like a little much.
The editors for Potomac do a lot of, like, try to get, like, very,
gimmicky.
like, yeah.
Yeah,
And
gimmicky.
it's just, like, give me
And-
chaotic dinner and, like, glamorous, wealthy women.
we'll get to Salt Lake when we get there, but I feel like that is starting to border on gimmicky for me. But we can
It's
get
not
there.
ordering. They're both gimmicky, and I think that's what they're going for. And I gotta say, I kind of like it, you guys. I don't know. I think it's funny. I need a
don't
break
like
from the
it.
real world. I think it's entertaining.
Yeah, I think
it's funny. Like when Giselle goes and picks up Karen and she's like, I'm driving Miss Karen. Come on, Miss Karen, we got to get you out today. Like I was dying laughing.
and Ray just being like, bye, have fun.
I was laughing so hard. But I'm like, oh, Karen, you're not going to own this DUI at all, are you? First, she keeps calling it an accident. Like, did you accidentally drink and get behind the wheel? That was an accident. That was a choice. It's a choice. Stupid choice. But there's a lot of comparison between her and Shannon. There was a comparison drawn by Andy on Watch What Happens Live. And they're just like not the same because Shannon is actually like, I made a stupid fucking decision. I am taking ownership of my life. I'm not going to stop drinking, but I'm taking ownership.
Well,
but the difference is, go ahead, Darcy, you can go.
Oh, thank you, Darcy. I think the difference is this is Karen's second, and it's still not a real, like, remorse for what she did. And I think it was Ashley who brought it up, was like, you could have killed somebody else. Like, you could have really hurt other people.
Like, even in her thing, she was like, I'm just grateful that, like, it wasn't worse. Like, it's just my little ankle and rib. I'm like, you could have, like, killed someone. Like, you're talking about your ankle.
You guys have to remember that the court case is not over. She can't admit anything on TV. She's not going to be like, oh, I'm sorry for drinking and driving. Like, that would be crazy for her to do because the court case is not finished. She doesn't want to go to jail.
It's not finished because she is pushing it.
Yeah, that's why she doesn't want to go to jail. Why would she want? Who wants to go to jail?
I don't know. You drive.
I don't know anyone
that goes. You fucking crash your car. Maybe you should. Clink,
well,
clink.
maybe you should, but I wouldn't.
Clink, clink.
I wouldn't.
No one goes to jail for a second DUI.
But I wouldn't. I would fight it. I don't care if I murder someone. I'm fighting those
lose her license.
Okay, Jersey.
You can't take. I'm not going to jail, dead or alive. No, I feel like she's not admitting it. That's all I'm saying. I wouldn't admit it either. Fuck that.
But like, it's factual. Like, they know she was drinking. Like, isn't there like a blood alcohol level?
I don't know. I don't know if she did the test. I don't know if they did a blood test. I don't know the.
Well, it's still ongoing because she is like pushing it. It's for whatever the legal term for that is.
She doesn't want to take a plea deal to go to jail for a year. I don't blame her.
What it is?
I don't know. I don't know what the case is.
No one's going to jail for a second DUI.
I know people with more than that, and they've never been to jail.
No one's doing jail time for that. You're losing your license maybe for a little bit.
But maybe that's what she's fighting for. She doesn't want to lose her license. She doesn't want her insurance to go skyrocketing. Like, I get it.
Should have thought about it before.
Yeah. Anyways, you're on a public platform too, so it's like you're kind of fucking yourself. But whatever. We're not getting that this season. We ain't gonna get that from Karen because it's still going on. It was still, she couldn't talk about it still on Watch What Happens Live. So it's annoying.
Well, and I think too, like, she doesn't really ever give that in anything.
No,
like, ownership, accountability, Karen. Like, never in anything. So like, it's very true to her.
Karen of her. Yeah, very Karen of her. I'm gonna say something else that's unpopular.
Ooh, let's hear it.
I would like Ashley to update her wigs. They're all terrible.
I'm trying to think.
Well, she had the one that literally looked like her mom, Miss Sharon, when she was at the lawyer's office. And then she's got these like weird, like blonde, spiky bob looking Mary J. Blige thing. I don't know. Yeah. We need a wig update. Like, you got new boobs, get new wigs. We need a wig overhaul at Ashley's
house. New boobs, new hair.
Yeah.
Who dis?
So, I said it, and now we've said it. Professor Wendy is no longer a professor. She retired. She resigned.
Okay, bye.
Good for her. She is coming with different energy. She's like, I know I better ship up or they're going to ship me
She's
out.
got to.
Yeah, for sure. Ashley did go to the lawyer. She's never getting divorced. Why are we showing her? Even the lawyer was like, it's been like 2 years, 3 years.
Why would she get divorced when Michael
still pays? She's never getting divorced. Like, but like, just stop talking about it. Just don't get divorced.
Like, Sutton will never get married because she's not giving up that alimony.
Precisely. Yeah. Precisely. We got a new housewife, Stacy. She is going through a separation, and she used to be on QVC, which they're kind of shading, but I'm like, good for her. Lisa Rinna did it all those years. So funny.
I
All
don't
right,
see nothing wrong with having stable employment.
amen. Some could learn from that. Some could learn. Speaking of Mia, no, I'm just kidding. Mia, this like paternity thing is giving me the ick. I put a poll up. I'm like, is this like her story or just giving you the ick? And it is giving me the ick. I don't want to see that on TV. Her
It
fucking kids.
is
I feel so bad.
so inappropriate to put something that's so personal, like, to your family, that's going to like have large scale implications for like your children on fucking TV to make it a storyline. This isn't Maury.
Right.
Like, Andy is not Maury. This is not
Right.
daytime trashy TV. Like, it's fucking gross.
And it's it's like your children. It's one thing if it's like your own shit that you want to put on blast about yourself.
Yeah.
That's like unsavory, but this is your children. Like, and your kid is there scootering around, and you don't think that like kids talk about like, oh, my mom was watching Housewives, and that ain't your daddy. Like, come on, it's so gross. It's so gross.
I don't like it. It feels beneath.
It's just
everything.
Everything about her is just like a lie wrapped in a riddle. Like, there is nothing truthful about this woman whatsoever.
She will do anything for a paycheck. And when I say I mean anything.
For sure.
Like, I enjoyed her last season. I thought she was just kind of kooky, but this isn't for me.
Nope. So we had Karen's 61st hatitude birthday party thrown by Giselle. Those were funny, like the hats. We also met the friend of, is it Jazzy? Jazz?
I don't remember.
I think it's Jazz. I'll have to look it up. She's the friend of the season. And then I told you guys this, Jacqueline thought like took a picture like she's a friend of, but then like was not announced in like the Bravo article when they announced them. The cast.
No, ma'am.
Whoops. Anywho. You guys, we also got the premiere of Below Deck Sailing this week, and where are they?
Ibiza.
Ibiza. Well, Glenn says it Ibiza. Ibiza. We've been getting a lot of like hate comments on like, why is Gary there? Why blah blah blah? Why? I'm like, okay, but they filmed this like before all of those allegations. The allegations have nothing to do with anyone on the show, and should the other like collective members of the show not be entitled to a paycheck because Gary had something going on? And also, I mean, I guess there was nothing to it. It wasn't substantiated, or we wouldn't be having the show, because Bravo takes that shit seriously. They didn't let Gary come to BravoCon. They canceled him from BravoCon because it was going on. So I don't know. I think that I hope that it's like not true. I would think that there's got to be some truth to it, but
you want to play catch?
You know, it is what it is.
Oh, did you guys hear me saying you want to play catch?
Sure did.
Yeah. Did you get a dog? Oh, that was your kid?
Are you throwing toothpaste? Oh my god.
So Daisy came on, like, just like she left, pissed off. This woman is always pissed off. Have you guys noticed this about her?
Because wasn't this filmed like very shortly after?
Yes.
Okay.
And we haven't gotten it. So it was filmed. Gosh. So something came out about Dr. Tiffany Moon being on the taking on the show or whatever, like right when we started our podcast. So that's like a year and a half ago. So that's how long ago it was filmed at this point.
Oh, wow.
But so it's fresh off the heels of like her getting ripped a new one at the reunion, like the whole her and Colin, her and Gary, whatever. And I guess Gary like was not there for her as a friend. So she's very upset about it. So
he's like, I just wanted you to call me.
Yeah. Because she also, I think, loved Gary. And I think Gary is actually actively right about the fact that she was only with Colin to piss off Gary.
I believe that.
Yeah, there's a lot of sexual tension there still. So she comes in pissed off. We get the two new stews, Danny and something else. Something with a D also. Oh, Deanna. And we have the chef who's like 22-year-old, Cloyce, who likes to chop things with blindfolds on. So that's interesting.
He is nuts. I feel, how do you think he's going to do this season? Like, is your prediction he's going to be good or no?
I think that he, from what I saw, has some like really unique abilities, but I think that his 22-year-old-isms are going to come out.
Maybe
Mhm.
he's like a prodigy in the kitchen. He has to be. He's
Yeah.
22 years old. That's not a
Yeah.
job a normal 22-year-old would get.
Well, he said
Right?
he got his first job in a kitchen at 14.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Yeah. He's only 22.
but I think your assessment of he's got skill, but he's going to be a 22-year-old
Yeah.
is pretty
Mhm.
spot on.
Well, our first guest is Dr. Contessa and Dr. Scott from Married to Medicine, which nobody seemed to really know who they were when I posted that. They're like, I only watched this season. But so they actually were on season 10, but they were only a cameo at Dr. Greg and T's wedding. They were just like sitting there.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
just a quick cameo. But she was like a main character for a few years.
Mhm.
And I think up until season 9, the COVID seasons really got to everyone. I think she might have left after the COVID season, but she was nuts. She was crazy on that show.
I love it.
So that's Dr. Contessa. So we're getting like Dr. Contessa, Dr. Tiffany Moon. We're getting all the retired Bravo doctors. I don't know. I like it. I think that Sailing Yacht is actually really fun. So I'm excited that it's on.
I just am struggling with another Below Deck because there's never a break from Below Deck. It's just we're always on a boat. We're learning new people's names.
You better just accept it.
I can't.
It's going to be like that. I think they're filming Down Under right now.
Like
they're filming Down Under right now, I believe.
So,
I like Sailing Yacht more. I think that because Daisy, Gary, and Colin were like always there except for the first season.
Mm-hmm.
But the first season had Adam, who was always on all those seasons of Med, as the chef. So I don't know.
I just like it because I think of the fact that it's on a sailboat is pretty cool. That's all.
Yeah.
I like Glenn too. I just think is there a chiller person to work for?
You know what makes me so mad is that he has to share a room with somebody. Like that really
crazy.
I know.
I'm like, you poor man.
I guess because it's just like a sailboat. It's not huge.
Could you imagine Captain Lee?
No.
Oh.
I was gonna say that.
Reddit. On Reddit, somebody shared like they filmed at his like show that he does.
Yeah.
And somebody in the audience asked him like who's his least favorite person from Below Deck, and he said Captain Sandy.
Oh yeah, they hate each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it was because of remember that whole thing when he was like injured and she had to come in and she fired people and she didn't like talk to him about it. He was really pissed about it. He said like professional courtesy is like you should have talked to me before you fired anybody. He's like I would have made the same decisions. And then she clapped back at him and he did not take kindly to that.
Well,
yeah, it was like a Twitter
beef. That grudge. So
yeah, no, they hate each other.
He said, and if you know, you know.
They hate each other.
Or maybe he said, I think you know why.
Yeah,
I need to watch Deadly Waters.
Yeah, it's on Peacock. I want to watch it. Did you guys stay when you came to my wedding? Did you stay at the hotel on the water? No, you didn't. Mm-mm. But Kate was there with her son, Kate Chastain. That's where they were like hiding out from the hurricane. They were in and it was like the direct. I think it was like the room we were in because it was like the direct view that we had. So funny. Anywho, Roni, episode 2. Good episode.
I'm into it.
These women just get very highly offended about everything. It's so funny to me.
Mm-hmm.
Erin's going through a rough season. I hope she doesn't get divorced because of Housewives. I hope that's not like if she comes out with like a we're renewing our vows, it's fucking over.
They already did. They renewed them last season.
Oh, that's right. Done. At their anniversary. Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, it's the curse of the renewed vows.
I forgot at their anniversary they did that. Yeah, it's over. It's over for them. Yeah, I would be mad if my husband sold my Bitcoin and like
didn't tell you.
Say anything?
So she didn't like get too much into it, but on Watch What Happens Live, she said like he used it for like he did the right thing or he was trying to do the right thing, but like she still would have preferred that he's talked to her about it. And it was like he sold it like years ago.
Ugh. Also,
like if it's both of yours, how can you even do that? Like that's what's a little crazy to me about like the virtual wallet and what's it called? There are a lot of names. I don't know a ton about it.
I literally understand nothing because they're also like, it takes so much energy to mine a Bitcoin. I'm like, it's a fucking internet, fake thing. It's not even real. What are you mining?
It sits in like these data centers, so it actually takes a lot of like energy and water to cool down all of these data centers with all of these servers in it. There's a huge environmental impact.
That's crazy. I just fell asleep. Sorry. So, anywho, Erin goes to Bryn's house and Brynn gives her tap water. That part was really funny, honestly.
Guys, I told you already, I don't like Brynn. I didn't like her last season and I don't like her this season. She's not doing it for me.
I still like her. She's just very like overproduced.
All of them are very, very aware of the camera and very aware of how the fans are going to perceive them.
Very.
And I don't like that.
Yeah, because it's actually making us not like that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, yeah. So she gets tap water and they make up. And then Jenna goes rock climbing and gets her new $200,000 hoopty.
Insane.
Good for her. Yeah, she's fucking rich. She is rich, honey. She's filthy fucking rich.
She's Jenna fucking Lyons.
She's cashing Trump checks, okay? What is it? That was Nene, remember? Nene said that.
I am very rich, bitch.
I am very rich, bitch. She was like, while you were doing so-and-so, I was cashing Trump checks. Donald Trump.
You're going to call me poor? I'm going to buy a Bentley. Thank you.
So funny. She did make a dig too, which I thought was funny. So they're all supposed to be taking a helicopter to the Hamptons, and then only 3 of them end up on a helicopter. Someone messaged us like very Succession, and I'm like, it was totally very Succession.
Yes.
Like even like the weather was always bad. It was the same like setup, very Succession. But why no one went? It was Becky, Brynn, and Jessel. Yeah, I'm not.
You would
like,
not catch me on a helicopter.
Never.
If Kobe could die, what are my chances?
I don't think I'd even do a PJ. Like I'm good with commercial. I am okay with that.
I would do a PJ.
I would do a PJ if it was like one that was like the timeshare ones that are always going. I wouldn't do like a PJ that just sits and you like have to like hire a captain for the day kind of thing.
I mean, I'd go on Kim Air and
I'd go on Kim Air. And yeah, when she invites me, obviously.
Obviously.
But Jessel, in true Jessel fashion, like comes fucking dressed head to toe for the helicopter. Like she is like every moment is for Instagram. It's too much. And like good for her. She looks great. She's feeling herself, but like you're feeling yourself a little too much. Like your ego's a little conflated. It's not.
She does give good face in response to like the facial reactions that she makes though. Yeah.
So
perfect.
Funny. So they try to ask, this is where the Scientology question came up, which made more sense now. So like they try to ask Becky, like, what are we supposed to say? Because they're going to ask us about this. And she's like, no comment.
Which like, you have to expect that the questions are going to come about it, but also Scientology is incredibly litigious. So I think everybody treads very lightly when it comes to what you say about it, whether you were in the church or not.
Did you see my post? It was like, I can see the cease and desist letter being drafted right now.
Like very, very I think a writer for Vulture who did a recap basically said his piece had to go through all of their lawyers at Vulture to make sure that there was nothing in there that they could be sued for.
I don't know enough about it, but it sounds a little kooky to me.
Mm-hmm.
What is the foundation of Scientology?
L. Ron Hubbard. And
not who, like what it, like what's it, like what is it, like
there's
what do they believe in?
Like another planet.
They believe in aliens.
Yeah.
Oh.
And your soul, you want your soul to get to this other planet.
Yeah, you have like levels and like everything. You have something in your blood. It's I don't know.
Scientologists believe that people have innate yet suppressed power and ability, which can be regained if cleared of unwanted behavioral patterns and discomforts.
There's a couple documentaries on it. There's one on HBO that's very good.
I just know that Tom Cruise went cuckoo and then he went to Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
So. And I know that Leah Remini very publicly speaks about leaving the Church of Scientology.
Mm-hmm.
You have like a whole lifetime series about leaving.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we're back in full swing, so let's get into Salt Lake. We have a lot of shows to cover, girls. Ooh. No more dicking around on this podcast.
Guys, it was so funny. I love the episode. I loved everything about it.
It's
So they're still in Milwaukee. And Meredith comes in and tells Lisa that Andrew and Whitney were like talking bad about her. So Lisa's like, yeah, I'm not fucking hanging out with them. So she just is like, let me grab 2 minions, 2 people that will just be loyal to me because I'm Lisa fucking Barlow. And she just picks Maley and Brittany's like, we're going to do something else. Want to come? Okay, great.
Do you think
Yeah, what are they
Whitney's gonna be mad?
Yeah.
Lisa's like, no, I'm sure it'll be fine.
So Lisa, Brittany, and Maley go curling, and everyone else goes to the Miller High Life Brewery.
Which looked pretty cool.
Yeah,
what would
it
you
did
guys
look cool.
do?
I'd be at the brewery. You're not
Miller.
gonna catch me. I ain't curling. Nothing. Not even my hair. Not happening. You guys, Mary is like fun now. Like she's just as mean, but like nicer, and I love it.
She's got like a pep in her step. And it's good. Like it's good. I'm
Weird because
here.
she's going through so much shit, like a divorce and legal battle, and her kid's going to rehab. But she's so happy.
Is she going through a divorce?
Something like that. Like they're separating.
There's something going on.
Yeah, we talked about it a few weeks ago. I don't quite remember.
Okay.
You know what's interesting is she's full time and like we get nothing of her life still. It's the best.
She's a
Like,
good
she
housewife.
She is Miriam Cosby.
She can do what she wants.
I personally don't really care for their personal lives. Okay, I don't want to hear about your trauma. I don't want to see you raising your children. I want to see you at dinner screaming at somebody because they talk shit about you. Yesterday.
I very much want to know more about Mary's personal life and like how is it like dating a grandpa, marrying a grandpa, and why did you make all those style choices in your home?
Your grandpa.
Why did you make those style choices in your home? Like,
I feel like she has so much trauma. I feel bad for her.
Where did you learn to just like hate all of these obscure things? Her on Watch What Happens Live. First of all, someone got her a PR team. Like that's had to be what happened because her responses are just very like PR savvy now. But they played a game like what does Mary Cosby hate or something, and they were naming all these like random things like does Mary Cosby hate the new Joker movie? Like, does Mary Cosby hate like what was it? Halloween costumes? Like she hates all these obscure things. It's so funny. She's a good time. And you guys, this like Brittany girl, she's infuriating me. I know that Amanda, you kind of like were like this Jared guy's an asshole, and maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But this girl is infuriating me because she's so fucking pathetic. She's setting women back 100 years.
You know, it's giving like high school relationship where like, do I text him? He called me his friend. Like, is he talking to other girls? It's very, very much giving high school. Like, oh, look what he texted me. Like,
he's literally called you his friend 100 times. You are not fucking dating.
Well, but he's also gaslighting her because he text messaged her like 55 times when she started ignoring him. And like, that's crazy also.
Yeah. Both of it is toxic.
Well, he's going to be on next week's episode, so I guess we're going to get a more clear view.
Do you live on Osmond Way? Lane. I love it. I love it.
Just like, that's another world that like I don't want to live in. To be honest with you.
Thank you.
That's where I draw the Mormon line, okay? Take me to Swig. Take me for Botox and laughing gas. I draw the line
garments.
at the Osmonds. Okay? I draw the line at the garments.
The garments?
Yeah. No, weird.
Do you think she likes him because he's an Osmond and she wants to be Mormon?
Which is why she immediately deflected by saying to Bronwyn, like, do you like your husband because of his money?
And I want to make a comment on that. If she does like him because of his money, that's fucking fine because he likes her because she's 20. Okay.
Right.
So
that's
off.
They
both are getting something out of this relationship. I get really mad when people judge people because they marry someone for money because the man is not marrying some 50-year-old who's got a saggy vagina. He's marrying a 26-year-old because she got a tight little hole.
Amanda, Darcy!
It's true. It is true.
It's like getting something out of it.
You
it's like,
also are a huge fan of an age gap, so I feel like you have a very biased view on this.
I feel like you watch age gap porn. You weirdo.
I don't watch age gap porn, but I do read a bunch of age gap romance novels, which is
same thing.
Same thing.
Can I tell you a really quick funny story?
Yes.
My sons before they had iPads, they had Amazon like tablets, and I just put them under my name. So my uncle was like babysitting, my aunt and uncle were babysitting one day, and they were like, can you turn on my iPad? So he turned it on, and all of my romance novels had popped up from Amazon Kindle, and he's like, I thought it was porno.
Yeah, same thing. Like basically the same thing.
So basically, you're right. It is the same thing. So.
The weird thing she said though, that it was like, no, I didn't marry him for his money, and that's why we don't have a prenup. I'm like, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, she's like, I
if
would
you
get
didn't, then
nothing.
you would have a prenup,
Mhm.
wouldn't you?
She's like, I would walk away with nothing, and then 5 seconds later, she's like, and I don't have a prenup. I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
that
good for
doesn't
you,
make sense.
honey.
I mean, does he have his money and accounts in the Caymans? Like
Well,
that,
maybe
I'm
in
gonna need
Utah,
clarification on that statement.
the divorce settlements are different.
Maybe. I don't know.
And-
Seems like a smart
Which would, if any state was more favorable to a male
Men.
divorce party, I think it'd be Utah.
It doesn't make sense. And I don't
Yeah.
think that they even are originally from Utah or were married in Utah.
No, they met like in San Francisco or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were
Interesting.
like,
You know what, though? Good for them. Let them live their life.
yeah,
They seem
whatever. It
happy.
is what it is.
Yeah. He seems happy, and that's, you know what? Let him. If he wants to let her spend his money on hot dog costumes, then he should.
Yeah. Okay. It's called couture. It's a couture.
The earrings.
You guys, I didn't even see the earrings.
What were the
at
earrings? I
first.
didn't even see
Ketchup
the
and
earrings.
mustard.
Mustard packets. I drew the lines
Did
at
you
the
get those on
mustard top
Amazon?
hat. That's where I drew the line.
Was she
con-
wearing shoes?
She was eventually, but not
Okay.
when I guess they were on the Sprinter band.
You
So
guys,
she puts this on from the back. It actually just looked like a dress. I'll be honest with you. She could get away with it from the back. And maybe if you didn't like look at her too closely from the front, someone could be like, "Oh, what a weird
you take
squiggly
the
line
cape
on
off,
your
it
dress."
looks like a nice dress minus the
Mustard,
mustard swirl.
but
I
the
was
fucking
Googling
top
it.
hat.
Machino did like a whole 2020 resort wear, and it's all like hamburgers. There was a milkshake. The milkshake was like $6,500. So I can only
Yeah.
imagine what the hot dog was. Like, are you crazy?
I mean,
For a Halloween costume?
I can't. It's like even Louis Vuitton makes mistakes. I feel like this applies here.
Even Louis Vuitton.
Like, stop buying this shit. The heart shaped like YSL jacket was too much for me, to be honest. Anyway,
It's
no,
a
that
No,
was
I
that was
low-key like the
Moschino too,
jacket.
wasn't it?
I low-key like the jacket.
That wasn't YSL. It was her.
No, the
dress
jacket was
underneath.
YSL. The dress was Machino.
Oh, you
Yeah.
say Moschino? I say Moschino.
I say
Oh, okay.
mosquito.
Because it's annoying and a little itchy. A little itchy.
I do like how Heather immediately was like, listen, Meredith said that you're getting yourself off Alibaba.
Yeah. Express.
I said, she's not getting it off Alibaba. She's not that smart. She's getting it from somebody who got it off
Yeah,
Alibaba.
Which is why she was
the price.
very careful about what she said too. She never said, "I do not buy my stuff from Alibaba." She said, "My stuff is carefully curated." And then she went on to say, "I don't think Meredith goes deep sea diving for her caviar." Like, carefully curated, meaning someone else went on Alibaba and ordered it for you. Right.
Like, she's not even smart enough to go on Alibaba and get it. She's paying 5 times the price.
Yep.
And then
Well-
those necklaces that she gave away on Reddit today, somebody had pulled up them from Alibaba on
So
Reddit.
funny.
So
Reddit's the place
Well-
to be.
it really is.
We ended with a drag show, but before the drag show, we had another chaotic dinner, which I love. And baby gorgeous, you just went one step too far.
Mm-hmm.
She makes people mad at her. She can't make me mad at her, but other people were.
Okay, so I know people are like, don't bring the kids into it, but I don't think she said anything about Electra. I think she was saying, like, you're always getting off the phone
Yeah.
with me and using Electra as an excuse.
She did say that, but as soon as you say something
Like the
that even
child's
it has
name,
their
people
kid's
get
name in
mad.
it, it's over.
Why does Lisa want to be on the phone that much with everyone? I feel like everyone's on the phone with Lisa.
She's
She's
just
a
is, like,
chatterbox.
yeah, she's just like bitching and wants people to like pump her up. That's who she is.
But now it looks like Angie's going to go and talk about her parenting skills, which isn't very nice. But
Well, and
Yeah.
like while they were filming, didn't something come out that Mary said something about Lisa, like Lisa's kids?
oh, I don't remember.
Wait, what? Meredith said something about Lisa?
Mary said something about like Lisa's kids that was like very
About in the last season, you mean, or 2 seasons ago?
No, like while they were filming this season.
Oh, I don't know. She said remember she was saying like you feed your kids like Halloween candy or something. like-
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, guys, there's a lot of TV on right now. Hope you can keep up, bitches.
I don't
That's Sunday,
I
Monday,
don't know,
Tuesday,
man.
Wednesday, and Thursday, plus all the other shows that aren't on Bravo. Can you keep up?
No.
I can't, because I don't really have a life.
Same. Same. Anything else?
What are the plans for the weekend?
Well, we didn't go to the pumpkin patch because we got rained out. I was really mad. So we're going to try it again this weekend.
Good.
And Mom is going out for a mani-pedi on Saturday all alone.
You deserve
Love
it.
that for you.
Thank
Love that
you.
for you.
You've been hands-free this whole time. I
know,
am.
Dan did good.
Uh-huh.
I think he's sleeping.
Joe's
Joe
just
or
watching.
Romeo?
Probably Joe. Romeo probably learned how to crawl while I was in. Plans.
Amanda? Darcy?
I have sports, cleaning, shopping. I'm watching my niece tomorrow. My brother texted me, is like, Maeve's sleeping at your house tomorrow night. I'm like, cool.
Watching her, she's like 20.
Yeah.
She can watch herself.
She's 30. I'm like, dude, I'm going to be in bed by then. But yeah, sure. Have her stop on by. That's it. You know, we got soccer, football.
You stay busy.
It's really, yeah, I do.
We've got friends coming to visit this weekend from out of town.
That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them we said hi.
Will do.
All right, kiddies. If you like what you heard here, follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group, and we also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.